Let's give Saturday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Cleared for Zigzag. It's white to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Cleared for Zigzag. Alright, so there's this little battery down the H file. There's this. Actually, that seems very interesting, doesn't it? Pawn blocks the queen's vision, and the rook protects it. So I would think the rook would have to come up, wouldn't it? If I pushed here. Maybe there's some other moves. So I can pin the rook. I really feel like this must be true, right? I'm winning this rook. Is material even? Material's not even. I'm down a bishop. Okay. So, but I still like the looks of this. If the rook were to go here, I could hop my queen in here and pin the rook. And then I'm threatening this. If the king took, queen could actually go here. This is all dependent on the rook making this move, but I think this line looks interesting at the very least. I'm giving some checks. So if the rook came here, I could then pin the rook, and I'm still not giving a check. So black could do kind of a lot of things, but it at least feels like this is all kind of locked down. The pawn has this, yeah. So that would be, that would be checkmate if the first two moves happen. If I can make these first two moves happen, if this rook comes here and then I can pin the rook, then it kind of seems like I can sacrifice this rook, and my queen can come in for a little checkmate. I think I'm making some serious assumptions there, but like, what's black doing if black doesn't move the rook to here, right? I'm queening and taking the rook, and then I feel like that must lead to a checkmate. I don't see exactly how yet, but I've got to check here. Like, all of my pieces are down here. It feels like this king is toast. Maybe not. I don't know. Here, so I'm living under the assumption that the rook would have to dodge this. It feels way too presumptuous, but unfortunately, I just don't really see anything else. So maybe, is it this first? So if I do that, the queen can take, and then I'm just like out of checks, aren't I? Do I take? I must be giving checks somehow. But this pawn is like on a really important square. It feels like my queen wants to be there really badly. And this pawn push it feels like it cuts off this vision really well. Just making a move like this involves so much calculation because there's just so many things black could do. If I'm not giving a check, this is so much more forcing, but I just don't really feel like it works. Because after this, it's pretty hard to keep my queen on the board. I'm out of checks other than trading the queens. It just feels like the puzzle is calling for this move. It just seems like a really good move, a really powerful move. Like, either the queen has to take it and I win the queen, or the rook's going to have to deal with the fact that it's being threatened. Like, this isn't a real threat, this isn't a real threat. The bishop can be taken, and then things are getting kind of weird, but does this lead to a checkmate? I don't even know if it does. Like, if you just ignore this, if the bishop's taken, and I take the rook and queen, king takes, a queen here, what am I doing? Queen here? I honestly don't see a mate there. It feels like there must be one, but I don't see it immediately. I have two rooks and a queen pointed at the king, and the king is just completely exposed. And it's on this square. I don't know. This is the best idea I've got. I've been looking at it for a minute. Let's just give this a try. Okay. So, it just felt like that had to happen. And now I think I pin, which is another move that is not a check, but it just freezes the whole position. And then I think what happens is I sacrifice the rook, and then that's going to open up the king. The king is trapped on the H file, so the king has to take that because the rook's pinned, and then I just slide over here for checkmate. I'm pretty sure this is how this is going to go. The first two moves not being checks is crazy. It's really hard to commit to. If this is right, it definitely could not be right. But it feels like it is. Is this it? Okay. So now I zigzag. So now the rook is pinned. Wow. Okay. So only the first move was not a check, I guess. Alright, so I felt like this was probably the first move because the rook's protecting that. It cuts off the queen's vision here and is threatening checkmate on the next move. So I figured the rook probably had to move up. But from there, I wasn't positive what would happen. My bishop's hanging. Black has some threats in the position as well, so things are getting kind of scary. But black does have to protect against the checkmate here. I was thinking I could probably just go here and pin the rook with the idea of sacrificing my rook on the next move, and then if I completely ignore black's ability to do anything, if I were to go here, then, like, I don't know, say black plays this move, then I could sacrifice the rook and slide over here with checkmate. The problem is that if I try to pin the rook, I'm not forcing anything, and black can take my bishop, probably are other moves in the position, but this completely destroys my attack. So I need to keep that on the board, so I need to give a check here. And I give a check by sacrificing the rook. This rook absolutely has to take that, and then I'm able to go here and create this like little zigzag pattern that I wanted to do. The rook coming back and forth is completely mandatory. And then I hop here, give this check, and I hop in here, and this is checkmate. So nice little zigzag to win the game. Sweet little puzzle. I just missed it. I didn't see that second move, but what can you do, dude? There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.